EA Sports. It's in the game.
To me, it's all about Tom Brady. He's just one of those guys that if the game's on the line, you need a big play, he'll make that play for you.
With the feeling, and you ride it right away. Crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I work.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Falcons are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Jags offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, man, dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. On 1st and 10, man. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down. Man, he'll check this one off to Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on 2nd down. Man, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Man. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down. Man. The 20. Caught out left side by Robinson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
Back, Detroit! Detroit! Here we go, Detroit!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
All right, here we go. Leopard! No, check. Detroit!
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We were just talking about in pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week, you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Man, throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
On 3rd down, man. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal in the red zone this time. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
All right, here we go.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10. Man, he's going to float this one. Deep rights. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 3rd down. Man, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. first down is Mahomes. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw on 2nd down. Man. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, here's Fournette. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to throw. Man. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, man. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, man. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Throwing on first down. Man, toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork.
Catches in the volume that we've seen in this game. Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Man. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Fielded at the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Pistol. It's Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Marty.
Throwing again. Man. Wide open receiver complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw again. Man. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Back down in that belly. Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, man. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Man, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there, a 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Man. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun. Man. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. McCaffrey on the counter. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they